Hello?
Liam.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Madden with Live 105 in San Francisco. Thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
How are you today? Where are you calling me from right now?
L.A.
You guys, what is it like when you guys are in the States and traveling around? I mean, a band of your size.
We get mobbed everywhere.
But I mean, are you staying at like the best hotels and all that stuff? Is it like the rock star fantasy that we think, or is it a lot of time on a bus, pretty much?
We're staying in a little caravan just off the freeway.
You guys have got a ton of songs, obviously, at this point in your life. When we see Oasis, they're going to be at the Oracle Arena on December 3rd. Should we expect the greatest hits, or is it going to be a lot of stuff from the new album, or kind of a mixture of the two?
A little bit of old songs, some new ones, definitely new ones. It's not all just about the new songs, without a doubt. There's a few new ones, and then pretty much. In fact, we don't do any of the hits. Actually, we just do loads of old songs. We don't do "Live Forever" or anything like that. So it's a bit of both, but it's good anyway. I like it.
So there are songs there are songs that you're kind of tired of at this point. I guess I would say then, like "Live Forever" is one.
No, definitely not tired of them. Just that, I think people have heard them songs a lot, a lot of them. So we're just trying to do something a bit different, you know what I mean? But who knows? I mean, our kid decided to drop it. I wouldn't have dropped it, you know what I mean? It's a classic. People like it, but, you can't do them all.
Right. Now, you guys have been such a big band for so long, and it seems like when people talk about Oasis, it's a big thing with these big hits and comparisons to other big bands and where you stand in like the hierarchy of British bands and all that. If you go back to the beginning of the band, was that something that you always expected, that things were going to get this big, or just once at a time when you were hoping you'd make enough money for dinner?
No, we definitely thought bigger than that. Dinner and dessert. No. I always felt it was going to be big, but I didn't think. If I said I thought it was going to be as big as, I thought we'd be a lot bigger. Actually, to be quite honest.
Really? So you thought there was more? So you think maybe there's still more to do in that sense? Like Oasis could be bigger than they are now? Without
a doubt, I wouldn't be doing. If I didn't, I'm doing it first of all to make music, and I'm doing it secondly to try and connect to all the people that I've never heard of us, that probably don't like us because of our attitude and don't like us because of what we say and that. But then if they're real music fans, then they should get into it, you know what I mean? So we've got to get... But you can't change the world in a day, you know what I mean? You can't force people to like you, but I definitely want to connect with everyone in the world. That's what it's all about, surely, isn't it?
Right. Now, you mentioned the attitude. I mean, obviously you guys are famous for saying things here and there about people. Has there been anything you've said that you thought, well, maybe that's over the line, I wish I didn't say that? Or is there anything that maybe you didn't say that you wish you had?
Oh, there's plenty of things I wish I'd fucking said and that I wish I'd said, that I wish that I will. But I don't regret saying anything because I must have felt it at the time. I don't say it lightheartedly either. Everything I've said I've fucking meant.
Right. Now, does it create any kind of awkward moments? I mean, was there a point, is there some point where you're going to run into Jay-Z and it's going to be weird? Or
fuck Jay-Z, I've never said anything about Jay-Z.
Right.
But if he says things about me, I'll say things about, whatever. But I'm not shy, mate. I'm not Marvin, mate. But, but life is awkward, though, isn't it? It shouldn't be plain sailing.
No, I guess that's...
It should be exciting. If you go around... There's nothing worse than a lot of musicians sitting around patting each other on the back. It makes them want to fucking vomit.
I think that's fair. I think that's more than fair.
And that's the punk rocker in me. That's the punk rock in me, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, your album's great. Oh, you're great. Oh, look at you. You look great. Oh, look at you. Oh, aren't you great? It's just fuck off, man. I'm on the other page.
No, I think that's fair. And, I think a lot of people do appreciate that kind of honesty, especially in today's world, because so many people are just trying to say the right thing instead of whatever it is they really think.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever said anything that's nasty. I just think it's just, you're just winding each other up. Come on, we're just busting each other's balls, as they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Can you take me through the Toronto thing a little bit? Because I'm really...
Toronto, we've done that gig. We were rocking. We were there with all our mates. Paul Weller was there playing. We'd come out to watch him and Stereophonics. It was nice to meet up. A load of British fans having a laugh. I thought we were playing really well. And the gig was going really well until this idiot jumped on stage, done what he did to our kid. And then it all went pear-shaped. And that was it. I had to cancel a load of gigs. That's really it, man. I don't know why he did it. It could have been a lot worse, the way I see it. You just got to draw the fucking line underneath it and let it be, you know what I mean? you know, you got to take a positive out of a negative.
Yeah, like where the hell did the guy come from? Even is what I've never really been able to figure out. Like when I watched it,
I don't know, man. I haven't got a clue, but I'll tell you what, that festival was a bit naff, man. There's no lights backstage. It was very dark, and there was like young girls doing security and stuff like that. So the promoter needs a slap for that.
So honestly, like the show, right? The guy gets carted off, and the whole thing's done.
Yeah.
You guys are taking a break. Your security's got this guy. I mean, there's a serious beatdown going on off to the side of the stage when that thing's over, right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No?
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right. Let me ask you. Are you? I know Noel's been talking about being sober these days. Are you sober as well?
Sober?
Yeah.
Is he sober?
That's what he says.
Well, he's a lying bastard because I was pissed out of my face with him the night before at the Ricky Hatton fight in Las Vegas. So don't believe a word he says.
What is the difference between making a record, like, because you've had some periods where you guys were just going crazy, right?
Yeah, but that's what you do though when you're young. Listen, mate, you're talking about like doing drugs and stuff and getting high and shit like that. And
yeah,
I was doing that before I was in a band. People think just because you join a band, you go, oh, let's fucking do drugs now. It's like, that is the culture where I'm from, you know what I mean? People are doing, you know, like I like here, people do drugs in these places, you know what I mean? You know, I was doing, you know, it's life, it's called life, you know what I mean? You don't instantly just join a band and go, right, let's, and if you do, and you've never done drugs before, and you're a fucking idiot, aren't you?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like I'm not judging, and I'm not saying it's bad. We all do it.
But yeah, we did have, yeah. So obviously when the band kicked off and blew up and all that, and we started getting a bit of money, obviously the drugs got better and we done more and all that. But we're not like as what we used to be, man. We've definitely calmed down. There's kids involved now, but we know every now and again.
Yeah, well, and that's
we let our hair down.
And that's kind of what I mean by that, because I think that you know, when you're in a band, it is the one time. I mean, lots of people do drugs and people go crazy, right? But you know, most people, if they just have a regular job and you know, and your mate's out there doing crazy drugs, at some point everyone says, you know, hey, let's sit down and have a talk about this. You're going to mess up your life.
Oh,
but
yeah. You get paid to do drugs in a band. You see right in it.
Yeah, people want to know about that, right?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm well aware of that, and I've got no problem with getting high.
Is there a difference when you're, you know, making a record and you're just, you know, coked out of your mind or whatever, as opposed to making a record in a regular state? I've
not done that since. Nah. I mean, BA now, there was a lot of that going on around there, but I don't think I ever sang Charlied Up or anything. You know what I mean? Because I don't think so, man. But maybe after the night, after we laid something down, you get into it. But I've never made music on cocaine.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Because you can't. I might have I've listened to it, but no, I'm not sang on it. No way, man.
Well, that's the kind of thing. That's exactly the sort of thing I want to know. Is it? It's not really. It's just not. It doesn't work if you're in that state, I guess. Right.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.